And then I sort of went, well, there doesn't seem to be any room in art for what it is that I want to do. I can't seem to get people very interested in what I'm doing artistically, in terms of writing, in terms of the novels, the plays, and the poems, which are my sort of three main ways of expressing myself. There was no liftoff. There was barely any interest. There was some amused curiosity, like, oh, isn't it interesting? He wrote a book. It's like a dog playing the piano. The trick is not that he does it well, but that he does it at all. So then, I think I moved from the artistic realm, because I wasn't finding any purchase or traction there. I moved from the artistic realm to the realm of derived ideas. There's no R. Ideas. And so I moved to academics, and I wanted to study history. Because in studying history, I would learn some more about the present. Because, of course, when you come from a really crazy family like mine, the world looks saner, and it's easy to miss that it's not as much. It's not as much of the sanity as you think. It's just, crazy cleans up good. That's the motto of the modern world, right? Hose off crazy and put it in a suit and give it a nice shave and put it on a podium, and that's our communication. Those are our orators. So, not finding any purchase in the world of art, I moved to the world of ideas. But they were derived ideas, of course, right? They were ideas that came out of history and came out of other methodologies for dealing with knowledge that weren't specifically philosophical. And there was a reason, in fact, there was a reason that I did not take a degree in philosophy. And primarily that reason was that modern philosophy in particular just scared the crap out of me. And I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. I knew some people. I played squash with a fellow who later directed me in Macbeth, who was taking philosophy, and he was quite mad. And I asked him about his philosophy classes, and they just seemed like exercises in self-erasure and self-destruction. And that could have been a clue for me, but but it wasn't. And I did take some classes in philosophy, particularly in Aristotle, our Aristotelian class. It was great. But that process of trying to find a nook or cranny in the world without having to go philosophy, without having to do the philosophy thing, has been a pretty constant process of my life, of trying to find a chink in the craziness of the world where I can find a way in and find some purchase and find some, and primarily economic, right? It kind of broke my whole childhood and my whole 20s while I was in school, so making the money was not off the table as far as priorities for me. In fact, it was kind of job one. So I didn't find it in the art world, and I didn't find it in the world of academics. And so then I went into the business world. But that all unraveled as well. And I have become a philosopher because I could not succeed as an artist. Or, rather, I could say that that my true self caused me to fail as an artist. So that, I tell you, I feel exactly like I've been going down this corridor my whole life, and I've been trying all these doors and picking all these locks and trying to find a way to fit in to some sort of economic niche or social niche or something like that. And I keep trying all these locks. And I get in a little ways, and then I'm just back in the hallway again. I can't figure out what the hell's going on. And I have some success. And then nothing happens. And that's been a very common theme for me.